Hey, today I want to talk about how to prepare for this new divine love relationship pattern that so many of us spiritual seekers who have been on their journey for many years are calling into existence, are anchoring down. And I shared this with you before that I channeled that so many of us contracted for this life, this relationship as being on the second part of our lives. So the first part was about the karmic relationship, paying back the debts and the healing. So for the second part, we are going to come together and create this completely new, I call it Love 2.0 relationship pattern. So this is what I want to talk about, how to prepare for that. I also channeled that there are 8 steps in order to prepare for that. And why is this different than all the other relationship we have been doing, humans on planet Earth, in the last hundreds of years? Is because this goes beyond the karmic connections, goes beyond power games, and um, goes beyond all the limitation, the control, the manipulations, the abuse, and the sacrifice, and everything that we believed is love was not love. And this new love 2.0 is now here. We can embody this and we can connect with our divine playmate, and calling in this divine playmate to create this new divine union, how I love to call it. Now, we, as I said, many of us, and we're talking about like really millions of light workers contracting for this type of new relationship pattern. But we need to really make sure that we done our work, because otherwise it's not really going to be an easy connection. So if you are single and you haven't or you are not in this divine connection yet, uh, you really want to use this time to do your own healing. So when you actually meet, you don't really get triggered into insecurities. You don't get triggered into not enoughness or whatever trigger or you might, whatever wounds you might still have unhealed, because then it's going to be quite bumpy at the beginning, because you're going to be mirroring each other, your patterns, and you are still going to be together because it's a contracted thing. But you really 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 wanted to be at the point where you did all the healing, let's say either through a previous relationship or by yourself. So this video is about this. And without before we actually I start this, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you like what I'm talking about, and you subscribe if you want to know more about these steps. And I'm going to talk very and bring a lot of content about all these levels and layers of divine union and connection, because what you really want, and all of us really want, is not just calling in and bringing in and manifesting in, which is the easiest part actually. But we all desire this happily ever after. And my goal here and purpose is to show and to share how this happily ever after is being done. We are the forerunners of this new love 2.0 relationship pattern, this divine union. So we really want to understand, become aware, conscious, do the healing, and really become an example of frequency, a blueprint, and also like a real example for others to follow. So with that said, my name is Agnes. I'm a healer, a therapist, a coach, a psychic, and I help conscious awakened souls to really step into this reality that they actually meant for themselves, to become the conscious creators of their reality. And especially in now in this world of love and relationships, because I believe this is actually the beginning and the end of everything. Because when we are and we are who we truly are, and we arrived in that, which I what I called master, uh, master of wisdom, master of the light, then from there everything unfolds so easily and effortlessly, and everything comes to us, divine playmate included. So here are the steps that I downloaded, actually, even though it's just actually a few days ago. And I'm going to go and create like basically a whole program around this, so I can truly take people through this journey. And I'm just so excited. So here we go, 7 steps. The first step, actually, it's 8 steps, so they all follow the chakras. And the first step is the roots, right? The roots are the most important thing, that we really need to make sure that we are healed, because it's, and I call it, pleasure highway to your divine, highway to enlightenment, we can also call, because many of us know that orgasm, actually, it is the fast track to the divine. That's why there's so much guilt and shame that was put on top by religions, and by, well, I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but but actually this is not a coincidence. There's so much porn out there. It's not a coincidence that so many of us came into families who did have sexual abuse, who did have a lot of abuse in general, because we light workers came here to completely alchemize that these energies, and bring in light and heal not just ourselves, but through ourselves, healing back generations and generations and generations of all these abuse. And because this is transgenerational abuse, this is one side, and the other side, there's also karmic bonds of abuse. And so the root chakra is really the place, that sacred space, that it's our first job to do, because that's where all the guilt, the shame is, all the abandonment wounds are. That's where basically we are able to anchor in anything we desire into this reality. Because if we are not connected, and it's not a safe place, right? So this is also us feeling welcome on planet Earth, feeling grounded, feeling grounded into our body. Now, if anyone had any type of trauma, physical especially, or sexual, they disconnected from their bodies. So that's why there's so many, lack of pleasure out there, so much distortion, so much lack of real physical connection with our own bodies. So if we are not connected to our own bodies, it's going to be very difficult to connect to another person body, to feel safe in our body, to really open up. Especially as women, we are the ones who are there to open up and receive, right? You're receiving the man. Now you have to make it a space of complete, like, love and joy and openness, and a welcoming space for that divine union to happen on the physical. And I might just create another video, because there's so much I would like to share with you. And I am going to create one on each step, going more into detail. So this is first step. The second step is obviously the sacral. So sacral is your powerhouse. Now, what you really want to make sure that you are also coming into your own power. So that's where you know how to create boundaries. You end with the power games and the manipulation, coming out from victimhood, like basically calling back your power, because that's also creativity, right? Creativity, self-expression is all the sacral. And this obviously does not just relate to love relationships. It's everything. It's you, how you show up in the world, how you are able to express through your creativity who you are. Now, You go up to the solar plexus, right? Step number 3. Now, solar plexus is actually healing all aspects of the inner child, is coming into complete self-worth, is becoming whole and complete, is that divine innocence. And we all are coming back to our divine innocence and connecting from that freedom, from the joy of the inner child and the playfulness of the inner child, which is in complete freedom. So that's where you can, that's why I call divine playmate actually, because this deep connection with that you have with yourself, with your inner child, is going to be reflected and mirrored in the relationship that you are bringing in. Now, the next step is obviously the heart, and really being able to open the heart to heal all the past, the betrayal, cutting cords with exes, healing the mother and father wound, and really being able to balance out the feminine, the masculine inside of you. So we are able to finish these distorted patterns of the warrior, the sacrifice, the Amazon, the empath, and all those kind of out of balance feminine and out of balance masculine. And that's why we have this weird distortion matching the empath, narcissistics, and all those kind of things, because we are not healed. Also, like dissolving heart wall, it's very important. So that's all happens on the heart level. Then going up to your throat, so important to really heal the fear of speaking up, the fear of expressing yourself, to express your needs and desire, to freely be able to communicate on every level, right? To be able to say what you like, what you don't like, what's good, what's not good, what is a yes, what is a no, and not just obviously on a body level and what's happening on a physical pleasure level, but everything, everything, being able to say, well, that just doesn't feel, like, oh, that what you said just felt so, whoa, okay. So um I really want to talk about this, like, but being this happening on both sides, imagine how powerful that is. Now, going up to third eye is obviously seeing who you are, seeing beyond the veil, seeing the truth, and really coming into your gifts and into your psychic abilities, and being on the same wavelength with another person. What happens when you are so connected, like, and it's like so open, your third eye is so open, you actually start reading minds, and in a very good way. It's happened to me so often lately that I just pick up on the other person's thought, and I just answer with them even before the person asks the question, and the person's like, "How did you know?" It's like, I don't know. I'm just hearing it. I'm just picking it up. So this is, I would say, maybe the beginnings of telepathy in general. So how beautiful that is in relationship as well. Just imagine how beautiful that is, that you are being heard without even needing to speak. Now, going up to crown chakra. Crown chakra is really connection to you, bringing the light into your body, is allowing your higher self to descend into your physical body, opening up to the light, opening up to signs, opening up to this communication, and your spirit guides, and who you are, and letting these frequencies to really come down into your body, and you start embodying them. Then there's a last step, which I called actually the eighth chakra, which is above our head, and out of our physical body. Now, that's what I call, it's when you are actually prepared to call in your divine, but you don't even have to call it in. You just align, because now you are whole and complete. You are connected truly to who you are. You are free of your past free on a mental, emotional, and physical level. You're not holding on to any patterns anymore, any trapped emotions, any low frequency beliefs, or you just reconnected to your true self. Now, when you are that reconnected to your true self, and the law of attraction always matches up who we are. So imagine that it's not a big thing now that what kind of relationship you are going to be matched up with. And honestly, the last step, which is really the alignment, becoming magnetic on a daily basis, being in this very I would really say even beyond joyful anticipation, because you are in the knowing and you don't want anything anymore. You don't feel that you need to, you don't feel lonely, you don't feel that you need to be matched up by someone, to be happy, or so to be whole and complete, because you are already that. So you become so magnetic, you are are aligned with love in every cell of your body. So you don't need anything else. You don't need to visualize, you don't need to journal, you don't need to meditate, you don't need to manifest. It's already manifested. You just need to allow it. You just need to align, allow, and receive. And as I said at the beginning, we don't really just want to call in whoever, or just even call in divine playmate. What we want is being and living happily ever after. This is the type of relationship that we so much um, I wouldn't even say crave, but this is why we are here. We know this is why we are here on a soul level, even though sometimes we doubt it, even though the mind comes in and says different weirdnesses and strange and yucky stuff to you. And nowadays, I see more and more of us is able to not identify with those things anymore, and to say yeah, whatever. But because deep down you know, and it's here, and I'm so excited to be able to help you to do this as well. Now, I created a Facebook group where it's for spiritual singles, and I'm just going to bring my knowledge there, and you can connect with me live. I want to do some events and Q&As and some readings and channelings and super exciting things. So if you feel excited, I'm going to put that in the description box below, and you can just click on it and come and join us. And also, if you liked this content, make sure you subscribe so you get notified about the next video coming up very soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot you being here and really supporting this channel. It's a small channel just starting out, so this means a lot to me that you are actually clicking on a video like this where there's no 50,000 views already, and you're here and you're supporting with your light, and we are on in this together, and I'm so happy to have you here. So see you soon. Thank you. Ciao.